Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. We have completed photosynthesis. Now today we will take up respiration, which is also known as cellular respiration. This respiration is defined as the process by which food is oxidized and energy is released. It is the process by which food is oxidized with the release of energy. With the release of energy, the energy so released is utilized for performing various life activities. And is stored in the form of ATP. And respiration is defined as the process by which food is oxidized with the release of energy, or it is the process which involves the oxidation of food and release of energy. The energy so released is utilized for various life activities and is also stored in the form of ATP. And the energy stored due to the oxidation of food that is used by the living organism to perform various physiological activities and is also stored in the form of ATP. This respiration, it is primarily an energy releasing, energy yielding dissimulation process. It is primarily an energy yielding dissimulation process and a phenomenon exhibited by all the living organisms, both plants, animals and microorganisms. The respiration is primarily an energy yielding dissimulation process and a phenomenon exhibited by all living organisms. Because we have seen photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a process shown by only green plants. But respiration is primarily an energy yielding dissimulation process and a phenomenon exhibited by all living organisms, that's plants, animals and microorganisms. It is obligatory for all the living organisms. In this process, high energy containing substances like carbohydrates, proteins or fats or lipids are broken down into a stepwise manner under enzymatic control, into simpler substances of low energy content. And in this process, high energy containing substances, generally carbohydrates or proteins or lipids, are broken down into a stepwise manner under enzymatic control into simpler substances of low energy content, and energy is liberated. Energy is liberated at certain specific stages. in the form of high energy phosphate bonds which are trapped in ADP and stored in pyrophosphate bonds of ATP. And what we can say, energy is liberated at certain specific stages, and we have seen that this process involves the breakdown of high energy compounds like carbohydrates, proteins or lipids, which are broken into a stepwise manner under enzymatic control into simpler substance of low energy content. And in this process, energy is liberated at certain specific stages in the form of high energy phosphate bonds which are trapped in ADP and stored in pyrophosphate bonds of ATP. Respiration is usually represented by the following reaction: C6H12O6 plus 6 times oxygen gives rise to carbon dioxide 6 times water plus 686 kilocalories of energy, or plus energy. And it is the reverse of photosynthesis. In photosynthesis, we see carbon dioxide reacts with water to produce glucose and oxygen. Here, glucose reacts with oxygen to produce carbon dioxide, water, and energy. And this energy is utilized by living organisms to perform various activities. Now, types of respiration. This respiration may take place in the presence or absence of oxygen. The respiration can occur with or without the involvement of oxygen. Accordingly, we have two types of respiration.